Physical reality is something you create within your consciousness. It exists inside of you, not outside of you. There is nothing out there. It is all inside of your consciousness. The physical universe does not exist without you. You are it, it is you. As you awaken, you realize that you are the reality that you previously thought you existed in. Traveling in space and time is traveling in you. Physical reality is a reflection, like an image in a mirror. You know that to change your image in a mirror from a frown to a smile, you have to smile first before the mirror can reflect it back to you. You wouldn't reach out with your hands and try to grab hold of the edges of the mouth in the mirror and turn them up. To change physical reality, change your vibration, change your frequency, change your state of being, change what you are putting out first, and then the reflection, which is physical reality, can change. Do not be concerned if the characters on the stage appear to be the same. You will be getting a different effect because that is what you are putting out. It doesn't matter if the characters are the same if you are having a different experience. Your experience is what matters. What you experience is your reality. Your experience is who you are. You are the cause and the effect. When the image of physical reality needs to change, it will, in its own perfect timing. As you expand your consciousness, you let go of your rigid definitions of physical reality, and shift to definitions of your reality being more like a dream, more quasi-physical, and not so solid and fixed. You more fully match the frequency of how you are creating your physical reality, and things in the physical reality can change much more rapidly, because you drop the differences between what you think physical reality to be, and what you think yourself to be. You realize you are the reality you previously thought you existed in. The difference between madness and genius is shifting consciously and creatively. Expansion is about becoming comfortable with breaking continuity and moving effortlessly through the unknown. You let go of things needing to be the same and venture into the parts of you that have until now you have kept covered up. In the old paradigm, going into the unknown was something to be feared and avoided. Now you've redefined the unknown and being different as something that is exciting and adventurous. In the past, if you unconsciously changed abruptly or dramatically to something very different, you may be considered crazy, delusional, or schizophrenic, but now you can drastically shift to something very different and be considered genius if you do it consciously and creatively. The difference between madness and genius is making big shifts consciously and creatively. Your consciousness tightens its focus many levels to reach physical reality. As stated in the laws of existence, you are all that is expressing itself as particular perspective called physical reality. There is the one, there is all that is, and there are levels upon levels of consciousness beneath that. There is the level of earth consciousness, which is made up of several 100,000 oversouls that contain the billions of individual incarnations we know as people. The oversoul breaks itself into 9 levels of consciousness to be the individual incarnation that you know as the person you are. The levels of consciousness immediately relevant to Earth are oversoul, individual soul, higher self, template reality, automatic collective mind, automatic individual mind, unconscious, subconscious, and conscious minds. Each level is denser than the previous one. As you expand and become more enlightened, you become more aware of the levels above. You can also view the 9 levels of consciousness as being broken into 2 parts, the higher self and physical self, or also called the higher mind and physical mind. The higher mind is 5th density non-physical, and acts as a guide that has a bird's eye view because of its infinite perspective. The physical mind is made up of the bottom 5 levels of consciousness, is 3rd density, and is down in the valley, so to speak, and has a limited perspective. The higher mind conceives what is going to happen, the physical mind only perceives what is happening, and the brain receives. The template reality is the level of consciousness that separates the higher mind and physical mind. It is the realm where the life theme or blueprint of life is laid out. It is 4th density energy, quasi-physical, dreamlike, and the place you can change who you are. You spend more and more time there as you ascend and expand. The purpose of the physical self is to allow you to stay focused in physical reality and have a physical reality experience. It is like a mask a diver puts on to experience life underwater. The physical self is the mask and the higher self is the diver. The three main aspects of the physical self are beliefs or definitions, also referred to as the unconscious mind; emotions or feelings or motivations, also referred to as the subconscious mind; thoughts or behaviors or choices, also referred to as the conscious mind. Your choices are based on your motivations and your motivations are based on your definitions. This one sentence describes the mechanism behind everything you experience.